My life has been turned upside down by the Pinellas County Sheriff's Office and Bob Galtieri, the sheriff, as well as St. Pete Police Department and Chief Anthony Holloway. This isn't because I'm a criminal. It's actually because they are. I've been exposing corruption within both departments while trying to get some redress for me and my daughter. It has been shown to me that I will not receive any due process rights, and I will constantly have my civil rights violated by these two individuals and the departments that they run. In this video, I'm going to list off the bigger offenses that were probably explicitly approved by these two individuals, and if not, they had to know in some capacity and they greenlit it in some way or another. If I'm wrong, I invite a formal cease and desist by both of their private counsels at the Sheriff's Department and St. Pete Police Department, but I know I'm not wrong. The evidence is overwhelmingly showing that they are guilty of crimes committed under color of law, intending to deprive me of my constitutional rights and cause serious harm to me. All of these crimes were solely used to intimidate me and try and suppress what I was saying about corruption within their police departments, and a part of a broader cover-up I was exposing after our first interaction on March 14th. The night of May 22nd, St. Pete Police Department detectives and detectives from Pinellas County Sheriff's Office had entered my home under false pretenses with a perjured warrant. They had fraudulently used false pretext as well as a bullshit reason in general. There was no probable cause possible because there was no crime that had ever been committed. They were citing a risk protection order violation for a risk protection order I had never been served. Once I can establish that in a federal court, that this warrant was obtained under false pretext and generally filled with lies that are known lies by Justin Eric Wolverton, that warrant will then be useless, meaning everything past that point is now illegal. That means that they committed armed burglary of a dwelling. This was not a good warrant seizure, and once inside my home, they caused massive amounts of property damage. They had stolen electronics and SD cards that held possible misconduct caused by their officers and evidence against them. So evidence suppression and obstruction of justice right there as well. And then they stole a Schedule II substance, most likely. Due to aggravating circumstances and the fact that this happened under color of law, meaning they used the badge fraudulently, this can be a 25 to life sentence. Second, directly preceding this seizure within my home, they had hit me with a tactical style raid with weapons drawn right off the bat. That is not only very illegal for a Baker Act, which is what they are citing this seizure as, but they immediately went into battering me and escalated force times a million. I wasn't doing shit other than passively resisting and just holding on to a pole. They rose to the level of using tasers, and honestly, the behavior of their men past that point, once they had me locked in the car, meets the UN Conventions Against Torture. Yes, that is psychological and physical torture that I just said. But during this raid, they had no paperwork on hand at all. That is because the paperwork in order to authorize what they were doing right then didn't arrive until 30 minutes after I had been detained. I don't think they thought I would catch that one and the paperwork would just be buried, but it wasn't. You guys had authorization starting at 5:18 p.m. That's when you got your true sealed copy. I got hit at the pool and you kidnapped my daughter around 4:45 p.m. That means that this all happened under false pretext and with no official order ever granting you authority. Again, if anything I said was wrong right there, go ahead and hit me with a formal cease and desist, maybe a defamation suit, but I know you won't, because the evidence is overwhelming and you guys know you broke the law. So the later videos past this one, I'll be going into those exact instances as well as earlier ones and how exactly they fit the bill of being a crime under color of law.